Hi Leo, welcome back to my channel. Thanks for tuning into this reading. This will be a tarot reading, a 3-card spread, having a look to see where currently your ex is at, okay? Especially if you've been in no contact with this person. So if you haven't had any direct form of contact through phone calls, emails, messages, social media, etc., if you've sort of lost touch with this person, you've broken up with them or they've broken up with you, this reading could be helpful to see where they're at, okay, what they're thinking right now, what sort of stage they're at, okay, after the breakup or since the breakup. So there's no really measure of time I want to instill in this reading, but hopefully there is something here that could help you and shed a little bit of light into what they're currently going through. So this can be for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Let's have a look and see the stage of no contact your ex is in and what they're thinking. Okay, Leo. Okay, you want 3 cards, the Lovers, King of Swords, and the 5 of Pentacles. Okay, I definitely feel like this person, there's still sadness that's come up next to this person, okay? More than the anger and the bitterness, though, the bitterness, I feel like that's all worn off, Leo, and now this person is currently entering into a stage where they're really feeling the loss, okay? And I say that because the 5, they're really feeling the loss, the depletion, they feel deprived. You know, these people feel like someone has turned their back on them and they're needing help, okay? They're in a bad way. Now, it's not necessarily to say that for all of you, your ex right now is in a really bad way and, you know, their health isn't up to par and they're really suffering and they're going through depression. Obviously, every situation is going to be different here, Leo, but I think for a lot of you that believe in, you know, sort of tuning into someone's spiritual energy, I feel like right now, they're really noticing the loss because it's in these darkest, most despaired times here, Leo, that we begin to really get involved in that 5 of Pentacles energy. And that's what it represents. It represents feeling deprived. It represents feeling helpless or powerless. So there's someone here who's feeling this way. Now, whether or not they did the breakup, Leo, so if they were the ones that ended the breakup, they might have said, you know, I don't want to be with you. I don't want to date you. I'm never talking to you again. In a way, they feel like they've lost their power or they feel really helpless, as in they can't turn the situation around. They've been definitely thinking about a lot of things. The King of Swords is here and he challenges our mind intellectually. So I definitely feel that this person right now is feeling the loss, but the loss that they're feeling is more to do with sadness, helplessness, or powerlessness. Now, if you were the one that did the breaking up, Leo, rest assured this person is definitely feeling this. They're either trying to convince you to be with them again, to talk to them again, to date them, to see them, you know, to remain friends. I think they're holding on to that element of hope. And I say hope because in this deck, you can see these 2 people pictured here in what looks like a church. And the church, especially in the medieval world, it was a pillar of hope and a pillar of strength for a lot of people, okay? And I feel like this person is holding on to some sort of hope here. Now, I want to say there's hope about a reconciliation or hopes that you'll talk to them again. Why? Because the Lovers is here. Not only does it represent this reconciliation taking place between what we can see as Adam and Eve, it also is symbolic of the sign of Gemini, which is the planet, ruled by Mercury, the planet of communication. The Gemini being the messenger of the zodiac here. Whether or not your ex is a Gemini, I mean, these messages could be more specific if they do have strong Gemini influence in their chart. If they don't, however, don't fret, because if they do have Gemini energy around them, it indicates right now this person is definitely thinking about this breakup. They're more thinking about what was said rather than anything else. And I definitely feel that there's hope, okay, that element of hope with the church here, as well as the angel. Angels are revered, they're seen as benevolent, etc. So there's hope that this face-to-face reconciliation will happen. So someone could be hopeful that the 2 of you will reunite. And I definitely feel because the Lovers card is here, it indicates not only is someone thinking about you, because Geminis are very much in their head and very much analytical, but they rule communication. So someone is wanting to hear from you or they're wanting to communicate with you. So there's someone here who's wanting to possibly even pick up the pieces and reconcile, okay, whether it is sexually, intimately, whether it's just through words or through communication, especially if there hasn't been responses here, Leo. So if you haven't responded to them or they haven't responded to you, they keep visualizing about communication or thinking about communication. Now, if they don't reach out necessarily soon, or if they're not showing those sorts of signs, I feel like it's almost like they're rehearsing in their mind what they would say to you should they see you again, whether this is unexpected or planned, Leo. So they're definitely thinking about you a lot. Okay, the King of Swords is here, but a very admirable feature or quality to the King of Swords is his ability to weigh things up from a rational standpoint and not let emotion influence his decision. So there's someone here who's really processing things. Now, they may feel like things have been a little bit unfair. They may have felt shut out from you for some. But I feel like for the most part, if the King of Swords has come up around this person, in terms of what this person is thinking, they're taking a more mature approach. So it's almost like the energy that this person is going through right now is that they're weighing up the pros and cons of themselves, but also of you. And this shows a maturity. It shows a intellectual maturity, but also an emotional maturity on their part, that they can both acknowledge what went wrong in the relationship from both sides, what could have been done differently. Or they're seeing both sides of the relationship now, the good and the bad. They're not just hung up on the bad, on the deceit, or on the cheating, or on the yelling, or the abuse, or the neglect, whatever it is that went haywire in the relationship. The Lovers are represented by the Gemini being the sign that represents the twins. And the twins are two counterparts, polar opposites, very, very different. So if that dual energy is coming up, it shows that this person is thinking about the good and the bad. They're taking a dualistic approach to your breakup or to the relationship. Now, if this person is going to reach out for some of you Leos, which I definitely think is on the horizon for a lot of you, very, very soon, they're going to make a conscious effort in their words. Listen to their words, okay? Because it's almost like they're going to be very careful. Sometimes the King of Swords, is seen as a manipulator. I don't think so, though. I think he just knows how to go about things through his charisma and charm. So I don't know if someone's going to approach the situation very delicately, but you have to know the reason why they're approaching it so delicately is because they don't want to upset you. They don't want to hurt you. They don't want you to turn around and block them again or whatever it is that's happened. They're approaching it with sensitivity because they understand it's a fragile situation. And for a lot of you, you might see those signs eradicated, signs of anger or impulsiveness or hot-headedness. You might see those symptoms of that person alleviate because suddenly they're approaching things in a more delicate way because they're hopeful. Remember that hope is attached from their end towards you. So there's someone here who's hopeful of a reconciliation. The Lovers card in the tarot deck often represents a soulmate or a twin flame lover or emotion. So for a lot of you Leos, this person very significantly believes on some level, be it conscious or subconscious, believes that you are their twin flame or their soulmate or the person they're supposed to be with, the person they're supposed to start a family with, the person that's supposed to guide them, inspire them, love them, treasure them in life. Regardless of the religious or spiritual orientation of your ex, whether they are believing of the concepts of soulmates or twin flames or anything like that, they believe you were brought together for a reason. They're still hanging on to that belief, Leo, whether they show it or not. But I feel like this person is almost has their energy depleted. They're in an element where they feel helpless. I think the anger has subsided, the initial anger or the relief, that what happens after the breakup type thing. I think they've surpassed that stage. Leo, I really feel like they're in a place where they're hopeful for you. I think they're hopeful that they might get a second chance, okay? I say second, again, the two people here, the twins represent, the Gemini represented by the two twins. So I don't know if someone's still holding on to a second chance, but they're feeling really helpless right now. But they're still talking, the Lovers card is communication. They're asking for advice, whether it is, a priest, a family member, an ex of theirs. they're asking people for advice because the two birds that flock together, they still see you as an item. They're still seeking either closure or assistance or something here to help them during this time. So I do feel for a lot of you Leos, this person is feeling depleted right now. They're feeling depleted of their energy. Maybe they're run down, okay? They're trying to think things through. They could be consulting books or authors or inspirational speakers. The King of Swords is very motivated or tries to become very uplifted. So I feel like this ex might be resorting to, like, I don't know if it's YouTube videos or a friend, but they're really holding on to solid advice, and it's really their ray of hope. You can see the sun here. So it can be about illuminating this person's path. The sun also is the self. So I don't know if this person is doing a lot of things to grow internally, or they've been working on themselves internally, emotionally, physically. That could be the case. And that could be where this ex is at. That could be the stage of where they're at right now. And certainly this is what they're thinking and communicating to other people. And look, I do hope that's given you a little bit of insight, Leo, into their emotions. I hope you have enjoyed this reading. I really do. If you have, please feel free to leave behind a like, a share, or a subscribe. That would be very much appreciated. Otherwise, I'm sure I'll catch you very, very soon. So take care, everyone. Lots of love, and bye for now.